What is going on, comic book fans? Welcome back to Bruce and Stephanie Comics. My name is Bruce. Today is Wednesday, May 26th of 2022. Just a few short days from Memorial Day. Stephanie and I and the family are going up to my sister's house. I'm going to see my brother for the first time in 9 years. We're going to have an amazing weekend. But before we do that, we need to do a little video called Comic Book Speculation Recommendation. The video where I look up into the future at Final Order Cutoff and New Comic Book Day of next week. Now, before we get into that, and if you guys want to skip ahead to the speculation, go ahead. There's time code down here. You guys click on it and jump right into the spec. But I first want to apologize for not having my must-have pickups video on Monday, but my personal life has been absolutely crazy with the kids, with sports, with work. Work has been absolutely bananas crazy, and I also, over the weekend, updated this computer right here with a new CPU and new storage. So much storage, over 17 or 18 terabytes worth of storage in that machine, but it's a water-cooled system. So I had to pull the whole system apart, put it all back in, and then also redo the whole loop. Took a lot of time, took like 16 or 17 hours to do all that, and there's still so many bugs. It's supposed to be pretty light, sparkling everywhere, but there's not. So there's a lot to figure out, but the computer is back up and running, so that means I can get back to editing videos. So guys, we're back. We're back. I'm gonna get caffeinated, and we're gonna talk about comic book speculation. Now, why do I do this? Now, we do this video so that way you guys have enough time to put in your pre-orders for your Final Order Cutoff books, but also have enough time to reach out to your local LCS and tell them, hey, I was watching Bruce and Stephanie Comics comic book speculation recommendations video. I like what he had to say. I did my own research, and I would like to pick up a couple extra copies of these books so I can start and make this hobby fun itself. Now, with this being a speculation video, I need to give you guys two reminders. These are very important, so listen up. Guys, this is a speculation video. I am taking my knowledge of comic books and making some educated guesses. But what you guys need to do is take what I'm saying and go check out the comic book YouTubers you trust, or the comic book websites that you trust, and other comic book apps that you trust. Gather the most information possible so that way you guys can make the best decisions possible for yourself. Because remember, you're spending your own hard-earned money on these books, not my money. Your money. And last but not least, there are delays in comic books that affects both Final Order Cutoff and New Comic Day when their release dates get moved. So sometimes books will show up multiple times on Final Order Cutoff, and their New Comic Book Day release date gets moved week after week, so sometimes they'll show up in this video multiple times. Alright guys, those are my two reminders. Let's go ahead and jump in to my Final Order Cutoff cover lover picks. Now, before we jump into my cover lover picks, I do want to let you guys know this weekend is Memorial Day, and DC Comics and some other publishers have not put any books on Final Order Cutoff, and I personally think that's a smart idea because people like me who are big comic book collectors are not going to be around this weekend. I'm not going to remember when I'm out barbecuing and having a couple beers that it's Final Order Cutoff and I got to get my books in. So there is a much smaller amount of books on this week's Final Order Cutoff, and I just wanted to point that out to you guys in case you guys were wondering, hey, where are the DC books? Where are the Scout books? Where are some of the other books that I'm expecting to see on this list? Guys, they're just not there this week, but they'll be back next week. Alright guys, with that out of the way, we have two cover lover picks to go over for this upcoming Final Order Cutoff, which is May 30th of 2022, the last Final Order Cutoff for the month of May. And the first book up is Aerosmith number 6, the B cover. This cover is stunning, and the one thing that might hinder this book is that this series really isn't that popular. But guys, when you look at this artwork up close, it is absolutely gorgeous, and maybe in the future people will see this cover just for the beautiful artwork and want this cover, or maybe Aerosmith will be optioned in the future and people will want this because this cover is so goddamn amazing. But guys, I love this cover. I'm gonna pick myself up a copy of this cover. I am reading Aerosmith. I am way behind. I think I read the first issue and that's it, but guys, this cover is stunning. Alright guys, in the next cover is Iron Man Hellcat Annual number 1 of 2022 by Artgerm. This is the 1 in 100 Virgin variant, and it is gorgeous. This cover is absolutely amazing, and most definitely the best cover on Final Order Cutoff for this upcoming weekend. Guys, there's not much else to be said. There is a trade dress for this, but guys, this Virgin variant is so much better than the trade dress. But that's my opinion. Those are my two cover lover picks, and these are books that I think might do well on the secondary market in the future. But I think this Iron Man Hellcat Annual might do well really quickly and then peter off. But guys, this cover is absolutely stunning. Guys, let me know down in the comments below, do you agree with either of these cover lover picks, or do you think I'm absolutely crazy, which is possibly true? Alright guys, now with the cover lover picks out of the way, let's jump into all the books that have speculation coming out on this weekend's final order cutoff, which again is May 30th of 2022. There are 5 books in total, and they're all Marvel. Alright guys, let's jump into this list, and the first book up is Avengers number 57. This is the first appearance of Sergeant Zardos, a Supreme Soldier, possibly Stefan Zardos from an alternate reality. This is also the first team appearance of the Secret Invaders of World War II. What is going on in Avengers now? Next up is Iron Cat number 1. This is a 5-issue limited series featuring an unknown individual in the Iron Cat armor that was introduced in Black Cat 11 from 2020. And the next book up is Spider-Man 2099 Exodus number 3. This is the cover appearance and possible first full team appearance of the new Avengers 2099 led by Moon Knight. In the last and final book, that's right, there's only 4, not 5. I was mistaken when I said 5. Is Variants number 1 of 5. This is a 5-issue limited series featuring different versions of Jessica Jones as Jewel, Nitrous, and an agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. Alright guys, those are all the books that had speculation coming out on this weekend's final order cutoff. So let me go over this list one more time, and I'll come back to you with my final order cutoff spec picks of the week. With such a short list and not really much going on in that list, I'm going to stick my neck out and say Iron Man Hellcat Annual number 1, the 1 in 100 Art Germ Virgin variant, is the book to speculate on. Now, the bad thing about this book is that it is a 1 in 100, so the price tag to buy in for this book is going to be pretty pricey. But if you can find yourself a deal on this book, you might be able to move it pretty quickly on the secondary market and make yourself a little bit of a profit. But guys, look at the books. Avengers with some weird old Sergeant Zardos, a Supreme Soldier. What is that all about? A team appearance of Secret Invaders of World War II. A 5-issue Iron Cat series with some mysterious person in the Iron Cat. Spider-Man Exodus, the 2099 Avengers team. There's just not really solid speculation, but Art Germ's premium covers do command a premium on the secondary market. That's why I'm going to suggest Iron Man Hellcat Annual number 1 of 2022 as your spec pick of the week for this upcoming final order cutoff. Alright guys, it is time to dive into my new comic book day spec picks for June 1st of 2022. The first spec for June. We're almost halfway through 2022. The year is going by way too fast, but guys, there are no cover lover picks. I went through all the books twice, and I couldn't find a single cover that I think you guys could make a little extra money based on the cover art alone, but there are 2 books that I think you guys might want to consider for speculating, and let's go ahead and dive right into those. If you guys do have the Key Collector app, they suggested 23 books for speculation. I went over those, and there really isn't anything super strong except for these 2 books I want to talk about right now. Now, the first book that we're going to talk about has been delayed a few times, but we're talking about Avengers Forever number 6. Now, this has the first appearance of Vibranium Man. This is T'Challa from an alternate universe where he becomes Vibranium Man instead of Black Panther. I think T'Challa could do well on the secondary market in any form that he takes, as Vibranium Man or anything else. But where we might see Vibranium Man is if Marvel continues to make their what if stories on Disney+. And people seem to always go after books of characters that show up in these series. So I think the smart thing to do is pick up a couple extra copies of this book, hold on to it, see if sometime in the future this comes out. Because if you guys buy it when it comes out, it's only like $3.99, maybe $4.99 at max. And you guys pick up a couple extra copies, put them in your spec box, and forget about them. And when this character comes out, flip through your box, pull it out, and make yourself a little extra dough. Now, the second book that I think you guys might want to pick up for speculation on next week's new comic book day is Miles Morales Spider-Man number 38. Now, this has the first appearance of Billy Morales, which is Miles Morales' sister, as Spider Smasher, but it's from an alternate reality. So it's not his sister from his reality, but an alternate reality. But it's still his sister. And anything Miles Morales, you guys should start picking up and squirreling away. Because when Miles Morales does come to the big screen or small screen, you're going to want to have all of his keys. Why not? You can get it so cheap right now. Why pay $15, $20, $25 if this character does show up when you can get it on the ground floor? And that's what this video series is all about, getting these books as their cover price or less if you order them on FOC or in previews. So that's why I think Miles Morales Spider-Man number 38 is a good spec pick, because it involves his sister, and everything Miles is gonna blow up at some point. But guys, those are my 2 books that I think you guys might want to consider for speculation on next week's new comic book day, which is the first day of June of 2022. All right, guys, let's go ahead and wrap this video up. All right, guys, this is the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for sticking around to the end. This is your moment to shine, guys. Leave a comment down below letting me know if you guys agree with the spec that I spoke about in today's video, or if there's any books that I missed. That is something really important to me, guys. If you guys are speculators yourself and you think there is an amazing book that I should be considering for speculation that should have made this video, guys, let me know down in the comments below. If you guys are not subscribed to the channel, guys, consider subscribing, hit that bell for notification, and smash that like button. And last but not least, guys, next week I will be pulling May's mystery box winner for my channel members. There is still only 6, that's right, only 6 people as channel members. And if you guys want to check out what I put in the mystery boxes so far, go check out Comic Book Poser, go check out Whack Comics. They have both opened the first 2 mystery boxes that I've given away to my channel members. And I want to say they're both really happy with what they got, but guys, check that out. It's only $4.99 a month, and I would really appreciate it, and Stephanie would too. It makes the channel bigger and better. And last but not least, we are gonna pull our 2K giveaway winners soon. Our lives are just so crazy, guys. Finding time at night after the kids go to bed to record any videos is very difficult because we wake up super early in the morning, so getting extra time at night to do those kinds of things is just really hard for us right now. But those winners will be chosen. If I have to do it myself, I'll do it in the next few weeks. I'll do it by the end of June, at least by the end of June, but hopefully way sooner. All right, guys, thank you guys so much for sticking around to the very end. The next 10 seconds are celebrating my 6 channel members. Thank you guys so much. All right, guys, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.